No, that's enough now. It's time to untie him. No more games, right? How I hate having to depend on him.
Do you really want to do that? He already betrayed you once.
Don't worry. I know what I'm doing.
He almost killed you! Didn't you say you knew what you were doing?
Yes. I fell, and you caught me. I just didn't know how you would do it. So you can transform flesh into stone.
It looks like it. Yes?
I thank you.
My hands!
And now to you. You know, I actually pitied you, the outcast Fakina, whose own people no longer want him, who had to subjugate himself to the laws of the city and sold his honor just to survive. But the moment you hit me over the head with that bone, you lost all my mercy. I'm ordering you one last time to take me to Draconia. You'll feed me when I tell you, and you'll guard me when I sleep. Once I have arrived there safely, with the mask, only then will I restore your hands.
My hands!
That's right, you bastard. And if you don't obey me, I'll transform the rest of you as well.
My hands! They're stone!
Ah, very good. You're awake.
You? What are you doing here? Where's the demon?
Actually, I just came to fetch a few items, but I saw the two of you lying here, and I thought I'd build a fire. One chills so easily around here. Your haunted look tells me that you also have the dreams now, yes? By Rashtul's Kells, what a mess. Have you succeeded in solving the riddle in the meantime?
Yeah, I also dreamed of Sadia.
Believe me, I did not want that. I'm sorry, but it is not too late. Forget everything you have seen, just as you would forget every other nightly dream.
Why? What's so dangerous about it?
Oh, Sadia's story itself is harmless. It's only the end which you must guard against. One who carelessly tackles the end is dealing with forces which were better left undisturbed.
I don't understand a word.
And it should remain that way.
The demon is Sadia's magic staff, right? Or someone who has it, and thus also has its power to petrify people.
Ah, then that was the scene in the Rashtulian wall which you just saw. Unsettling, isn't it? That poor girl, all alone in the wilderness.
Don't try to dodge the subject.
Garon, who or what has caused this calamity doesn't matter. Just solve my riddle, and everything will be as it was.
How did the riddle go again?
As the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone. Enter if to you the answer is known. If not, then forever your life I'll own. All we need is the answer, right?
The mogul in the chamber called himself the Black Scarab. Just like his corpse ruled over the stone walls of the burial chamber, the burial chamber ruled over him.
That sounds reasonable, but why would Sadia want to keep that secret? No, I think we're still overlooking something very crucial. Well, as I see it, we haven't really come any further.
Not if you leave me groping around in the dark.
Garon, I'm just a simple merchant. I'm also your friend. If there's something I'm keeping from you, then I'm only doing it to protect you.
I didn't ask for your protection. I want answers.
The answers you seek are dangerous, Garon. I'm warning you. Ignore the dream. Stay away from Draconia. and beware the Garden of Oblivion. If you leave the gate to Draconia sealed, the visions will disappear on their own, and nothing bad will happen to you or your friend. But if you pursue this path, and make only one single mistake at the end, then a fate worse than death awaits you. On the other hand, if you just solve my riddle, then everything will be fine. Why don't you take care of her?
Ryder, get up. We've got him.
What happened? What kind of dream was that? And by the gods, who made a fire here in the middle of the crime scene?
That was him. Blast. Where did he go?
Oh, my head.
Ryder, what do you know about a place called Draconia?
It's an ancient fortress in the Rastulian Wall. Built by dragons. Alric Bodiak's speciality. Why?
Because I'm tired of these games, and because I think we'll find our answers there.
You're not a simple would-be hero, are you?
No, let's go home. I'll tell you everything on the way. What a night. I can hardly keep my eyes open. How's your wing?
Better.
Good. Then let's try again. Do you remember... Do you remember that dwarf in the Tash Mountains?
The one with the blue beard? He was funny.
And the knight Bogomil Rathling?
The two of them were always arguing.
And the grouchy fisherman? And Isidore, the gypsy?
I liked Isidore.
And do you also remember... Isn't it a wonderful feeling to have defeated the seer and finally be free?
What was so bad about him? I liked him. He had such a funny beard.
You're mixing everything up. He didn't have anything like a beard.
Yes, you did that well.
And now think about... Remember the orcs and how I had to distract them. Wasn't that exciting?
How did you distract them?
I pretended I was their god of death and sent them off into the middle of the wastelands.
That's right.
We were quite an heroic couple. We defied the greatest dangers and saved Andergast. Just you and me.
And the raven. We were the best.
You did it! You can fly again.
Yes.
What is it?
I forgot what happened to the raven.
Oh, Nuri.
I want to leave it all behind me and start over. I want to fly across the ocean.
Chin up. We'll get through this. Ryder and I want to find out what Faye's hiding from us. And once we know that, we'll finally be able to solve the riddle.
Is this still about the story of that princess? That was all such a long time ago. What about now?
Nuri, I have to know Sadia's whole story. And for that, I have to talk to Master Bodiak. He's the only one who can tell us what Draconia has to do with all this. Only once I understand it all will the two of us be all right again. And we can finally forget all the terrible things forever. I don't see Ulrich at his window. I hope he's here. They seem unimpressed. They seem... I better stay in the background. I better stay...
Ach, yeah.
Ryder? What are you doing in there?
Detention. Absence without leave. Scrubbing latrines.
Have you talked to the master about Draconia?
No, and he isn't here either.
Where is he?
He lives on the edge of the clothmaker's quarter. From the harbour, go up the hill. His house is right on the corner by the wall.
I don't believe my ears. Did you just tell this man where Master Bodiak lives? We expect much more out of you, Bryder. Stop disappointing us.
She didn't do anything wrong. It was my fault.
And you, Birdcatcher, leave the court immediately.
I'm sorry. If Bryder's description is correct, this is the Master's house. Everything smells of roses. The cloth makers seem to think they're better than other people. I miss the tannery smell from my own quarter. Nice stuff, but who needs it? That won't do any... Those pests. Blasted crows. Haven't you caused enough trouble? Shoo! Go away!
Hey, those are my friends.
Nuri? I'm sorry, I didn't see you there.
What did they ever do to you?
Don't you remember all the misery they caused?
Of course I remember. But you have to be able to forget, too. What do you want?
You really shouldn't hang around with those creatures. You mustn't forget who you are.
No, it's you who mustn't forget who I am. Please leave my friends alone, all right?
Have you been here long? Master Bodiak lives here. Have you seen him come by?
Yes, he went into the house earlier, but he hasn't come out again.
Good, thanks. I have to get into that house somehow. Can you fly through the window for me and look for a way in?
Do I have to?
It would help us both.
All right. A piece of wood that someone cut to be very long and thin. Funny. Is that what he's looking for? There are more books here than at Geron's place.
Oh, come on. She's behaving more and more like a real raven. Don't cause any mischief. I'll see you later.
See you then.
If Bryder's description is correct, this is the Master's house. Him again.
Ah, my friend. How's the gemstone business?
I had some trouble with a customer and I had to give it up.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I might need to ask another favor of you.
My services are still at your disposal. The cucumber you gave me was very fruitful.
What happened to Bryder? She was cleaning latrines this morning.
Yes, apparently she tried to catch the Tillamede all on her own yesterday, and returned to the dormitory after curfew. The fact that she only had to clean latrines is a sign of the status she enjoys in the school. I think they want to make her the new headmaster someday. Well, headmistress, I suppose.
See you later.
Farewell, my friend.
Ulrich's door. Master Bodiak, are you home? It's locked. By the... Master Bodiak? Ulrich is just as careless with burning candles as I am. Looks like he wanted to put something in the drawer, or take something out. But as long as he's got his hand in there, I can't see what. I can't see what's in it. His hand is in the way. The bitter old man seems to have had a sweet tooth. Nonsense. I can't reach... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I could take a handful with me, but, maybe someone will want to change him back, and then he might be missing an ear or something. I'd better leave him complete. That won't... I've never seen a lock like that. Whatever's behind that, obviously someone wanted to make sure that no one ever lays eyes on it. Looks like this part of the attic was added as an afterthought. It seems to be strictly ornamental. Dead animals everywhere. Did Master Bodiak used to be a hunter? But how would a hunter learn magic so late in life? How odd. It looks old. The master must have been quite young when he caught that. I don't know. Nonsense. I can't think of anything. None of the lockpicks work on the lock. Won't work. No, what good would that do? Nonsense. Is a witch behind the attack on Ulrich? Seems unlikely. Ulrich is just as careless with burning candles as I am. Why does a noble mage like Ulrich own a bundle of lockpicks? Nuri's old necklace. I'm carrying it with me until she can wear it again. My faithful knife. That won't work. I should just leave him lying here. No, what? Nonsense. No. The bitter old man seems to have had a sweet tooth. Someone needs to transform him back, not glue him together.
Forgive me, but that would be a waste of my roguish ingenuity. You're close, but not quite there.
No, what good would that do? Nonsense. Better not. Better not. I can't think... That won't work. That would only make the lock sticky. The bolt won't budge at all. The bolt won't... None of the lockpicks work. Did Master Bodiak used to be a hunter? That won't... No. I can't think... Don't cause any mischief. I'll see you later.
See you then.
That won't work. Why? Nice stuff, but who needs it? Oh, come on. Why? Ulrich's house. That won't... Oh, no. Nonsense. Oh no. Ulrich has been turned into stone with magic. He was already stiff, so at first I couldn't really tell. Oh no. Ulrich has been... He was already... Oh, he was already... That won't do any good. That won't work. Won't work. Nonsense. Someone needs to transform him back, not glue him together. No, what good... I could glue the key with honey, but it would change its shape. It's been petrified as well. Curses! The key is just as fragile as Ulrich himself. Someone needs to transform him back. I wonder whether the staff is really responsible for this. Why? No, what good would that... An impression of the key in Ulrich's hand. Oh, he was already... Not after all the effort I put into this. I poured a little honey into the mold. I poured a little. That won't work. I have to ask you for another favor. Can you harden this honey into a key?
I like your ingenuity. Give it here. Harden what's soft and stem the flow.
Thanks. The honey has been hardened. Now I just need to remove the wax.
I see you've been visiting my favorite master. I'll be going in to see him soon. My examination's right round the corner, and I have to be sure that there won't be any funny business. Can I do anything for you?
I don't think the master will be receiving you today.
You seem to be very sure of that.
Yeah, listen.
Curses. I need a new plan.
You aren't exactly the compassionate type, are you?
No. What do I do now?
When you go back to the school, please send Bryder here.
All in good time. I'll have to think things over now.
See you later.
Farewell, my friend.
No, what good? She's behaving more and more. No, what? Won't work. By fix, it actually worked. Looks like this part of the attic was added as an afterthought. There's something in the crack, a reddish glow. My hand's too big, I can't reach in. If only I could lift that glowing thing out of there. The broomstick is much too thick. A quill holder, perhaps, or a cup for water. A huge fortress on a mountain. Is that what Draconia looks like? I'll take a closer look at this. A secret compartment. Why? A petrified rat and drawings of the mask. It was transformed into the same kind of stone as the master, only a tiny human hand is growing from its head. Was this some kind of experiment? Just like Ulrich. These are studies of the mask. He must have been obsessed with it. There are small scribbled notes all over. At the top it says, "Finally an answer after all these years. The mask is in Draconia. I'll set out tomorrow." Another note says, "Returned yesterday. Couldn't find the mask. The council refused to let me enter the fortress, but I bribed an adept and now the ruby is mine, although it's worthless without the artifact." Draconia, the mask, the ruby. Won't anybody tell me what all this is about? Did he petrify a rat and then fall victim to his own spell? None of this makes any sense. The broom is more suitable for larger petrifications. Was this some kind of experiment? Was this some kind... Books about magical history, compendia about artifact magic. This place almost looks like my home. Bryder should look into this. I need to find out what happened here. A drawing of a young hunter and an even younger woman. Underneath it says, "Nothing is ever lost." There seems to be a list of magical artifacts. Hare's Eye, Elmerion, Rondeleon's snare horn. Some are checked off. Locations are noted for others. How can an Andergastrian like Ulrich afford all these magical knickknacks? Who knows? In the end, it'll turn out he wasn't a mage at all, but a common thief. Is a witch behind? I can't think of anything. That won't work. I don't know. My hand's too big. If only I could lift. That won't work. The entire room is glowing. It's no wonder with a man who collects magic artifacts like other people collect splinters in their feet. I wish I had a stone floor at home. There's something in the I can't think of anything. Did he petrify a rat? And none of... Ryder should look into this. I need... Won't work. Won't work. That won't... Nonsense. Nonsense. Why? That won't... That won't work. I don't know. A drawing of a young hunter? Better not. That. Better not. Better not. Better not. See you later.
Farewell, my...
That won't work. Oh, God. No, what? I don't...